Look at the size of that bear. Good lord. It's huge. It also has a hat. I can respect any bear with a hat. Put clothes on.
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for her? Who exactly is she to me?
I don't know, dude, but we already picked a waifu, so she can't be that. Man, that's gonna get awkward.
Entered the cursed wood.
You're looking ill. Let's nurse some meat in the tower.
Oh, so chat, random fun thing to talk about. I got my hotel settled for my trip to Scotland. And I have decided, so I leave for Scotland on November the 5th. So I'm going to be gone for a while. I'm going to try and have some stuff ready for y'all, so you'll have, like, things to watch while I'm gone. But, and I'll be, like, uploading random nonsense from my phone, and maybe, like, a camera. But, I leave on the 5th, and I'll probably be gone for a while. Originally, I was only going to go for what I absolutely needed to be there for and then leave. But after kind of thinking it over and stuff, I think I'm actually going to show up. I think I might stay for like 10 days-ish. Kind of wander around. Ready? This too. I don't know, but I pulled it.
May your axe never crumble.
If I don't film myself in a kit, I assume you mean yelling freedom, you'll quit as a mod and unsubscribe. So you're saying I could get rid of you? Yeah, Sotek's going to Skellige. Is Skellige Scotland? Yeah, once I'm done filming for the Warhammer movie, I think I'm gonna wander around for a bit. Yeah, I got my it's Vikings with some Scottish stuff. Bit of a broad mix.
Because they get hit in the gut and those herrings get tangled in your entrails. Drink last night too?
Where is the big druid?
T3 Narrat 0 Art cheered. X100. So yeah, this old guy in very fashionable clothes ran into my house, searched through all my bags and took rotten meat, a wolf skin, and other baubles and left as fast as he entered.
Listen, don't worry about it. I don't think he's available yet. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Clearly someone needed to get that rotten meat out of that house. I was doing them a favor. I was like a health safety inspector. Thanks for the bits, narrator. But anyway, yeah, so I got a really nice, I was originally, I was like, oh, like, I guess I should, like, try and get a cheap hotel. I ended up being like, you know what? I don't travel that often, so, and I've saved up a good amount of money for this trip, so you know what? I'm gonna get a nice hotel. So I splurged, I got a really nice hotel. Like, I'm within walking distance of the, Skellige, the castle. Because I'll be in Stirling for a while.
Nomadic slayer of
Once I'm done with Sterling, then I'm going to wander around the country. Probably going to swing down by Nottingham so I can go to Warhammer World. So there's a city I'm going to stop on the way to Nottingham to visit a friend. Yeah, I land in Edinburgh, and then from Edinburgh I go to Stirling, where I will be until I'm done with the movie stuff, and then after all the movie stuff, I will leave. Well, I'll probably hang around Stirling for a little bit, because Stirling apparently has a ton of really cool shit. And Stirling and like getting to like some of the really cool things you can explore is like right there. So I'll probably hang around Stirling for a few days. See the sights, visit some places, eat some food, and then I will head south. And I think Nottingham is probably as far south as I'm going to go. And once I'm done with Nottingham, I'm going to swing back north and head back to Edinburgh and fly back home.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
I don't know why, but the accent sounds weird on her.
I'm Geralt, a Witcher.
Berna, Queen of Skellige. I'm glad we've met, but you must forgive me.
Berna.
Duty calls.
I can see you chose your own outfit. You know, of course, that together we look about as good as lace frills on a battle axe.
Everyone's got their style. Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
Yeah, she treats me more like a parent than like a partner. Yeah, I'll definitely be taking the train to get around.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet
Krach.
with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
What's your step?
Dreadsaurian versus Bloodthirster, who wins? My money, it depends on the Bloodthirster. I think majority of the time, my money's on the Dreadsaurian. But if you have a big enough Bloodthirster, like Scarbrand, my money's on the Bloodthirster then. But it'd have to be a rather big and important one.
Do you think I donned an evening dress to show off for the seals?
Just want to get some air.
Greetings, White Wolf.
Oh yeah?
The best stocked armory in all Skellige is right here at Caer Trolde Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
Garnath, if you're that close to Nottingham, if you want to come over, maybe we could grab lunch. You haven't stopped.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Wow, that armor is significantly better than mine. Oh wait, no, it's not. I'm wearing dress clothes. I forgot. I was like, what? Those saddlebags are equal to mine. Mine's better. Wait, no. No, this is better than mine. Oh. Buy that. That's the horse blinders are also significantly better than mine. But my saddlebag is equal. He's got treasure maps. Yoink, 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 and yoink. Wow, he sells like super nice quality stuff, man. Man's got some fancy gear on him. Oh, I forgot to equip my slippers. I think what we may do after we do a little bit of this quest is go hunting for... I think we're going to go hunting for the stuff to upgrade our gear. Our Griffin set stuff. Just normal default Dreadsaurian and normal default Bloodthirster. Dreadsaurian will absolutely curb stomp it then. You need a big boy Bloodthirster to beat a Dreadsaurian. Break down some stuff. Could break down a little bit of have. Lacking. It's Monster Claws. I've got Monster Bone, Monster Carapace, Monster Liver, Egg, Fitness Shell, Venom Extract. For saliva. I like how you can break down a book into another book. Yes, I would like you to deconstruct this book and give me another book.
Craft something.
Wait, no, go back. Let's play Gwent.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Do I like how demons are looking in the bright lands of Cathay? Carry on, Wayward Son. I actually heard something from a friend at CA that there were some issues to do with lighting on that trailer. So don't take that as don't take that what we saw on that as gospel is what I'm trying to say. Because it's likely going to go through some changes. They are aware that it came out looking a little weird. And the game still has about 4 to 5 months of development, so don't worry too much about that. But I've heard that explicitly mentioned. This man is a Gwent maniac? Hell yeah I am, dude. I love Gwent. I am an absolute sucker for collectible card games, which is why I try to avoid them at all costs. While I get Mono Gods have a demon focus, I hope they get some mortal love. I don't think they're going to be honest. I think and I'm gonna make a video about it, but I think the article we got today on Zinj explains what they're going to do. And the way I understand it, as far as what they're trying to do, is that it sounds like they are designing mechanics that will apply to all characters that fall under a god's banner. But once you have mechanics from your god, you will then be divided into either the mono factions, which are actually the demons, or you will be divided into the Warriors of Chaos faction. So, like, the way I was understanding the article is that, like, for Sigvald, as an example, I think Sigvald is going to remain in the Warriors of Chaos, but he is going to gain access to some of the mechanics that will be introduced along with Slaanesh. So Sigvald will not have access to the Great Game mechanic, he will not have access to Slaanesh Corruption, and he will not have access to Slaanesh Cults. But he will have access to whatever the other stuff Slaanesh will have is, if that makes sense. That's how I understood the article. Am I playing the Gwent game that's separate from Witcher 3? No. I try to stay away from games that are purely collectible card games. Oh, that was rude. Yeah, I try and stay away from those. It's very easy to get addicted to those, and I don't have the time. Like, maybe if we hit, like, a really big dead period for Total War at some point in the future, I might reconsider and go check them out again, but for the foreseeable future, yeah, no. Ba-dum. How often do I talk with CA? As a company? Never. But individuals who happen to work at CA, pretty much every day, but that's because they're friends of mine. I don't talk to them about Total War Warhammer that often, though. Like, stuff occasionally comes up, but like, they're my friends. I don't talk to people to be like, hey, you want to tell me what's going on? Like, I don't do that. I consider that to be really skeevy. But I talk to them on a pretty regular basis. And sometimes things come up. And to be fair, there is often a fair amount of discussion among, like, the various content creators, because there's a content creator program which CA is really open about, and the content creator program is like, you literally join it, and as a part of joining it, you get to it's like, you get to since you're in the content creator program, you get to basically know a lot of things a little bit early, which is, pretty standard. So you'll have, like, pretty early access to a lot of things that are going on, and you kind of have a direct line to talk to devs and stuff. But I mean, if you wanna talk to Creative Assembly, like, you'd like to have the chance to speak to a dev, or, like, ask a question and have someone from CA officially answer it, you can do that right now. All you have to do is go join the Total War Discord, the official one. There's an official Total War Discord you can join, run by Creative Assembly, and they have, like, staff that runs it, and they answer questions all the time. So, like, if that's something that you're like, man, I would really love to have access to that, then go join it. Charger Rhino, how exactly did Lord Croak die? Lord Croak died by... So, the general gist is that he was building up a just metric shitload of magic in order to cast this really gigantic, crazy spell. And as part of casting that spell, he, when he was kind of going all in for the big final climactic summon, what essentially happened was that as he was unleashing this like truly insane amount of magical power, amidst all of this insanity, there were, I think it was 20, it was either a dozen or 20, but I think it was a dozen but a dozen of the strongest bloodthirsters in existence all teamed up and fought their way up to where Lord Croak was. And once they got to where Lord Croak was, they attacked him all together and they ripped him to pieces. So they literally ripped his body apart because he was blasting them with spells. But not only were they 12 of the most powerful bloodthirsters in existence, Khorne was like directly involved. And all of them had brass collars, and Khorne was shielding them from Lord Croak's spells. So his spells were bouncing off of them. So they got up to him and they literally ripped him apart. But Lord Croak had so much magical power gathered at this point, and Lord Croak also was just such a... Lord Croak is such a mind-bogglingly powerful character that getting killed was not like... He was like, I realize that my body has died, but I think that's stupid, so I'm just going to kind of keep going. So even though his body was torn asunder, his spirit rose out of his body, and he finished casting his ultimate spell. And his ultimate spell was basically that he cast what's known as the Deliverance of Itza. And the Deliverance of Itza in its true form was this insanely powerful spell that essentially looked like he summoned like a star on the planet. Like you would have been able to see it from space, because you just see this gigantic white light just go boom over all of Itza, and it instantly killed all the demons. All the demons were completely banished, and they were all eradicated. And the demons were never able to get back to sieging Itza before the end of the war, because the demons threw everything they had at Itza, everything. And Lord Croak was just like, nope, not happening. Wait, no, go back. Oh, damn it. Damn it.
Wouldn't mind if you...
That's not what I wanted. I got a new Harpy card. Oh, the Aliano Harpy. It's like a Cyclops Harpy. Well, that's fine. We'll just play another game. Yeah, and Lord Croak has been dead for a hilariously long time, and at best, it seems to mildly inconvenience him. Like, for him, death is much more of a suggestion than an actual hard system. Because he's just that powerful. He has no chill, as they like to say. I want to get the vampire cards I'm still missing. No, don't play a little spy card. It's annoying. I wonder if I should end the round here. Let's do... that. And then we'll end. Is Lord Croak's name an intentional play on words? Yes, it's a pun. A lot of the early Lizardman characters' names are deliberately puns. Lord Croak being one of them, because he croaked, and he's a frog. What was he doing at the end times? Lord Croak showed up during the end times. Code, sorry, whatever. Lord Croak showed up during the end times at near the end. He appeared for, during the end times, the battle for Lustria ends with the Lizardmen abandoning Lustria, because they reveal that they have spaceships, and they take the spaceships out into space. And as part of that whole spiel, most of the Lizardmen escape, but the main reason they're fleeing is because the Slawn recognize that the world is doomed. And the big thing that finally gets the Slawn off their butts and realizing that they're in trouble is that the Chaos Moon, Morslib, is basically being dragged towards gets destroyed by the Skaven and starts descending on the planet. And it's a giant, terrifying meteor, essentially, that's going to wipe out all life. So they Mazdamundi stays behind and uses all the power he can gather from the Geomantic Web in an attempt to destroy the Chaos Moon. And he destroys a lot of it, but not all of it. And he literally dies, essentially, from an aneurysm, because his brain, or his heart, or whatever, gives out from the effort. So he finally succumbs to his wounds and dies. And as Mazdamundi dies, we finally see Lord Croak. And Lord Croak is basically chilling out on like a mountain peak or something, and is just kind of observing everything going on. And as the Chaos Moon slams into the planet, it lands mostly on the Lustria side of things. So Lustria ends up being completely annihilated by a wave of fire, and the seas start to boil, and like this giant shockwave of death and destruction starts heading towards the rest of the world. And Lord Croak basically does the equivalent of, he kind of just he literally starts to move even though he's dead. He kind of sort of comes back to life a little bit, and Lord Croak basically just sort of flicks one of his hands and he instantly snuffs out all of the flames. So Lord Croak snuffs out he snuffs out the shockwave. The Chaos Moon is completely evaporated, what's left of it. All of the fire instantly dies. The oceans go back to normal. Like, everything settles down. So basically the western hemisphere of the planet gets completely destroyed, but Lord Croak saves the eastern hemisphere because he deems that there's still parts to be played. And we see the fires consume him, so it looks like he dies. But then in Age of Sigmar, he pops back up and he seems perfectly fine, so.
What do you think? Who will be the next king of the Isles?
Hjalmar, clear as day. Lad's brave and generous. And from Croc's own line. No better claimant.
Looking for someone who can make me a master quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf.
Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
So long.
Mind your manners.
Interested in a weapon? There's a tale behind every item I've got.
This sword's hilt is made of meteorite steel.
No. It's made from the heart of a fallen star. Whoever wields this sword will always find his way at sea, no matter how stormy the skies. But after a time, it overwhelms its owner with sadness and longing for its starry home. And nothing, not even good fun and good company, can cheer him up.
Well then, why would I ever want to buy that? Why would you include that in the advertisement?
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of Gwent.
Yes, this sword is very good, but also makes you really sad. So, you know. It's like a really exotic form of buyer's remorse. So he's no. Lord Kroak is still a mummy. He is a relic